What's up? I have something for you when you have a moment. Well, with all signs pointing to the Astral Lounge, I suppose we should pay it a visit. Purely for exploratory purposes, of course. Careful screwing with the security around here. These idiots aren't quite as honest as the Freestar Rangers.
I think I need a break.
How about hitting up the rooftops and watching lightning hit the span?
If you don't see what you need, feel free
That
to
actually
ask.
sounds like a good...
Welcome to Sighardt's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled system.
It's a date.
Hello? The question should really be, what don't? We carry a wide assortment of equipment perfectly suitable for... I can promise you, I'm not just using hyperbole to get your business. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. Thank you for I have a lot of overhead in this place. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal. But the bill... Oh, yes, absolutely. I picked up the habit from my mother. She was an extraordinary woman, made wise as well. If she was still alive, she would have told me to move my shop. Sure, and going in, I expected it to be Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy... Business could always be better. Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meet. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good for joining the Alliance? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon Security... Owen Dexler is head of Neon Security, but he is less concerned with crime. But it's not just him. All of Neon is corrupt. The only... Easy for him to say, he doesn't have... If I don't pay Dexler, I might lose my inventory. And why is that? Rosa said that? I remember when her and James first started. They were very... Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand up to Neon security on an empty...
It'd be nice to get away from the clubs.
Have things for you.
Hey there, Trace. Space ready to leave the merge. The reports show incredible animal power. You fought hard to get to where...
Quick piece of advice. We hear the name Benjamin Bayou, and we should duck the other way. Fast.
So here we are.
Do you think I've suddenly inherited a fortune? This place is way out of my price range.
Hey, you're the one that told me she has expensive tastes.
There's expensive, and then there's the Emporium. This place is in a class all by itself.
Yeah, I guess. Take a look around. If you find something, I'll help you out, okay?
Welcome to the Emporium. Are you sure you're in the right place? You Oh, my apologies. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my... In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by... The Seoka Syndicate, of course. They're a group of organized criminals who use threats and violence to push their own agenda. And honest people like me, they're based out of Neon, but no one is certain who runs the syndicate. Ah, yes, the authorities. Neon security.
Sadly, I think he's right. Neon security isn't going to do anything about the problem.
Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with? Well? Oh, well, maybe... Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside. You say that, but Seoka aren't exactly pushovers when it comes to this sort of thing, so you better what... Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you... I'm not telling you a thing. I've already reported. Stop wasting my time and leave. There's nothing to tell you. Listen, I don't want anything bad. You'd bet. I'm glad you understand it. Oh my god, enough! I'll tell you what I know, if it'll get you to leave. I saw it happen. Thomas was murdered and thrown into the ocean. Afterwards, I foolishly reported the incident to security. For my efforts, I was rewarded with a gun to my head and threatened with death if I didn't keep silent. It was hard to hear over the commotion, but I'm sure I heard Thomas call his attacker Russell and Rusty a few times. From what I could gather, the attacker was after credits, and Thomas refused to give him any. After that, well, Thomas went for a swim. Where else would someone like him be, hmm? He stays at the sleep crates near Madame Sauvage's place. In any case, when you confront him, my name cannot be mentioned. I very much dislike sharing Thomas's briny fate. And with that, I must insist you leave me in peace. That is, of course,
Look, man, have...
Picked up something you might be interested in.
Behold, the Emporium.
Shift goes long again. Girl's gonna
Your
kill me.
Stronic Limited. You know the power of harmony. Each of our unique starship models is expertly crafted by the Civil System's best engineers. We have everything you need for all your daily adventures. From the if we don't have it,
Dissident plans were thrown out the window in a chaotic battle with two. After all, system forces erupted. Outmatched persistently managed to jump out.
Listen, I've seen that show a million times.
While we're here, you might want to stay away from the edge of the upper platform. It's a long way down.
Hey there. Got the shakes, huh? Don't worry. Doc Manning will...
You aren't looking well at all.
Is that
Perhaps you
obvious?
better sit down.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Another poor soul. All right. Tell me what happened to you. Is it...
Coming down off Aurora isn't easy. Took me months to shake it off.
The doc.
Unfortunately, you see, the more aurora that a user absorbs, the more resistance their body builds up to it. That means the user needs larger and larger doses in order to feel its full effect. Eventually, the doses get so incredibly large, the user's nervous system simply can't handle the
When I can't get a fix, I'll just...
That's a very wise choice. Since you're clearly a first-time visitor to Reliant Neon, I'd love to offer you a free checkup, but I'm afraid I'm dangerously low on supply. Every day is a busy day here, but that isn't why I'm low on supply. You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon. His drug is turning the streets into a grave. We've argued about it on more than one occasion, and all he's done is try to persuade me to quit. Thinning out my... There is, actually. But it requires... At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside of the Voli system to bring me medical supplies. I pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. Now, if there's anything else I can do for you, anything at all, you just let me know. I wouldn't mind a bit of extra traffic as long as the supplies allow for it. A few... Try not to get hurt out there. What can Reliant Medical do for you? Please state the nature of your medical emergency. That would be amazingly helpful. It's a relief to meet someone who gives a damn about anyone. Oh, and I'll pay you directly for the supplies, of course. It's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at this. As much as I'd like to believe that, let's wait and see how you feel after you make... Anyway, I have a contact over at the clinic in the Narian system. Abby Edding. She's one... Thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea how helpful it'll be for the... If you need help, remember Reliant.
Have things for you.
Oh, yeah, I agree. They are compatible on any level, financially, emotionally, physically, and it ruined the plot.
You covered. Our trained and certified physicians are qualified to assess and treat any physical ailment or affliction, from cuts and scrapes to dislocated limbs. We also sell a full range of personal treatment products, so you can take Reliant Medical with you wherever you go. Reliant Medical. It's time you were traced.
Keep it moving.
It's a bad place for tourists these days. All areas come to hell.
Nice. The Astral Lounge got you down.
There are a ton of distractions in Neon, so I expect you to be on your best behavior here.
What a city!
What are you looking at? This? This is Ebside Striker's turf.
Only the upstairs. Don't...
Fine, upstairs. That's gang... This is such... You know, it used to be people were afraid of the Strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the Disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea!
Fine, fine, fine. This... Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and no one gave us shit. And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the Disciples. I mean, the Strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna... But the Disciples? Total nutjob animals. They torture people. And the only people that kept them from getting out of control? Us. So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, Tor?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine, fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Ebside Then beat it. Strikers may be battered, but we ain't beaten yet. Yeah, catch you later. What are you look? This
They don't have places like this in Akita, that's for sure.
Strikers look out for one another, right?
Who's this?
Someone says they might want to join.
A recruit? Been a while.
I know, right? Savage says we can't go killing people around here anymore.
We shouldn't be doing that anyhow. You want to join us? We're a gang, not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steal, people that come to us have usually run out of options. There was a time when we were the only ones that kept those psychos in line. But let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different? It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in...
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in the... I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do. Bye.
Don't mess with the Strikers.